Down like an avalanche, then we go dance in the rain. Nasty, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone forever. Don't tease me, my heart is freezing.
Yo, champs in the making.
Welcome back, guys, to the supporters. This is episode 17.
Wow.
17. We're already at 17.
Holy cow.
Only three
We're
more
almost
till 20.
adults
Yeah.
in episode world.
Ooh, yeah. Only one more episode, and we can, I don't know, what's something cool you can do when you're
Drive.
18?
You can drive when you're 16.
Yeah, but you have to have supervision.
You're right.
Or, like, somebody else with you,
If you have my parents, it's at 18.
There you go.
Just kidding.
you can
Shots fired.
buy a house.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mom.
This just got super real.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, however you're listening to us, thanks for joining us. For future reference, you can join us on Podbean, or you can find us on YouTube through the Trainer TV channel, or you can find us on iTunes. Just search in the search bar for the Supporters Podcast, and we're still trying to get into that top 4 result. So, if you guys can shoot us a review, that would be awesome, just so we know how we're doing and so that other people can see whether or not they want to give us a listen, which hopefully they do. So if you found us through any of those, awesome. Thanks for taking the time. So I think we can move on to, we have some comments from the last episode.
Sweet.
Sweet.
So on the last episode, we talked a lot about Chris winning a Mega Soul Rock and a Mega Lunatone. And
It will happen.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
So Jonathan Mora commented, and he said he doesn't think there's going to be megas, but he said he thinks they will make primal forms.
Primal,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Lunatone, and Solrock?
Yeah.
I can kind of see that.
Really?
Yeah, because they are a little prehistoric looking. Like
True.
hieroglyphic type.
But Aerodactyl is literally prehistoric, and he
That's
has a
true.
mega.
That's a very... okay, see, there you go, Jonathan. Boom.
Sorry.
Question
Shots
answered.
fired again. Is this one of those episodes?
I think it might be.
Nobody's safe.
Get you...
Nobody's.
The gloves are off.
We had
Thanks for-
Seismitoad. Oh, sorry.
No,
go
I'm
ahead.
just going to thank Jonathan for his comment.
Oh, yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
hmm
Seismitoad TCG commented, and this was off of, I think, the episode we had with Chad for the Oscars when he was going to Florida.
Oh, right.
He commented and said that he got lucky in the part of Florida that he's in. He was able to get 3 Mew collection boxes, a Celebi box, and 2 Charizard EX boxes.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
So he really hit the
In
jackpot
Florida?
there. Yep.
That's
Huh.
a big Pokemon community,
is a
too.
very
so you'd think
big
they'd sell
Pokemon
out
state.
quickly.
Yeah.
Crazy. No, good for you, Seismitoad.
But he said in the part of Florida he's in, that Pokemon isn't that big, but the
Interesting.
stores
see.
must think differently.
He
so-
must
see.
be in the part of Florida with all the old retired people.
I see.
yeah.
You're saying you got money, Seismitoad. That's exactly what we're saying.
Yeah, that's what I got out of
How about
that.
you
Yeah,
share
don't
some of
feel
that
bad
wealth?
about it.
Send some boxes our way. We can never find
There
any.
you go.
The next one has okay, this is a sweet username. It's Toxiking Kanto. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Their picture is a Nidoking.
Ah.
Pretty cool.
I love Nidoking.
Anyways, he said he or she, can't be sure, they loved the episode. They're going to get Moon version. And they said in the new games, they want to be able to choose what Pokemon they'll choose before an in-game battle as the battle starts. So I think kind
Interesting.
of like when you battle another person in real life,
Uh-huh.
they want it to be like that, but for everybody in-game.
Okay.
I see. So it's not always the first one in your party that you send out.
I think so, yeah.
Interesting.
I like that.
Yeah, and they said they also want to see the trainers a bit more during the battle, which I thought about too, actually. I think that'd be really cool.
I'd like to see them in the background.
Yeah, so it's
Definitely.
more like in the anime where you can see them
It's like
giving
in.
commands.
Did you guys ever play Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii?
I don't think so.
It was the one you could transfer your Diamond and Pearl Pokemon to.
I don't think I played that.
In that one, you could see the trainers in the background.
Really?
And there was, yeah, because you could design your own trainer.
Okay.
And yeah, like during the matches and stuff, you could see the trainers, and when they called them back, you'd see the trainers pulling the Pokemon back.
That's cool.
It was really cool.
See stuff like that.
I would like to see that in the
Mhm.
games as well.
Yeah, that'd be
that-
really cool.
That's a really high possibility. I can see them doing more with that. You know, graphics are getting a lot better, so hopefully we'll get it.
Yeah. All good suggestions. We also had a comment from Aubrey. She's a faithful listener, but she said that she was laughing when we were discussing Lunatone and Soul Rock because she actually bought Sapphire specifically so she could have a Lunatone.
That's
So it was
right.
very important to her.
Wow.
Because I said, I don't think anyone cares.
I know.
And she said that she cared a lot.
You
So,
proved us wrong.
yeah. Good job.
There you
I
go.
stand
Should
corrected.
have got a soul rock.
You and your psychic moon.
Hey, you're getting Moon, aren't you?
Yeah,
So why don't
I'll
you
probably
just
catch a
calm
Lunatone
down?
just because it's moon version too.
That's true. And soul rock will destroy your.
You should main it.
There's fighting
Main your
words.
Lunatone.
Main. I'll just have him as my starter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
I'll release my starter and only have Lunatone.
Seriously.
I'll have a team of 6 Lunatone, in fact.
I think
And
that'd
then-
be just a little better than the guy you always fight with the team of Magikarp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 Firo
Yeah.
or something. And then whenever someone fights my team, they're like, "That's no moon."
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
We just bought The Force Awakens, so it's like Star Wars on the
Everything's Star Wars for me
Yeah.
right now. Please forgive me.
brain. Okay, so the last one we have is from good old Pop and Blastoise. And he said that we should really try and do a live stream podcast, which I definitely want to do.
Yeah.
It's just something that we're going to have to figure out.
Yeah, we have to plan. You know, we just got to find cameras and see what setup works best for us.
Yes.
Yeah, take a
and
little
how we
playing
can get the
around.
best quality.
Exactly.
That's the biggest issue.
Yeah.
It is in our minds though, Papa Blastoise. So thanks
Yeah.
for recommending that.
Hopefully it'll be coming in the future. But thank you for the suggestion. We really want to do that. With that said, that is all our feedback, I think. And I realized we never introduced ourselves.
Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you people?
It's beautiful people. Everyone's looking at me. I am.
Yes, you're the most
I
beautifulest
am-
person here.
I'm Professor Chris, and I'm, gosh, what do I say about myself? I don't know.
I am on this podcast right
I
now.
am on this podcast currently,
And also all the time.
and all the time. Yes. Next person.
I am a Drizzy, and I like tacos.
Oh, there you go.
Nah, just kidding, guys. I'm a Drizzy. You guys know me. If you guys haven't followed or subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure to do that. It is Trainer TV.
Yes, please.
This is where we all are at. You guys
Mhm.
can find us on there all the time.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a Drizzy here.
And I'm Courtney. You guys know me too. I'm the host. And Aaron is still in China. He's usually here. But
Boo.
he's
Wait, who's
still
Aaron?
doing- Oh yeah. Is it
Who is that
Aaron?
guy?
Oh, you
Or
mean the
was
Gen
it
Wonder?
Sharon?
Sharon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sharon.
Sharon.
Yeah, she
Okay.
was really nice.
Yeah. We miss her.
I miss Sharon. Sharon.
On the next episode, we are going to have another guest because we've sort of been having a guest series.
Yeah.
This episode didn't really work out, but that's okay because we're here for you guys.
Yeah. And if us 3 aren't good enough for you, maybe you need to find a different podcast.
Okay,
Maybe
okay,
you
he
need to
didn't mean
find
it.
some different ears, dear listeners. Yeah. I heard eBay has them for cheap.
They're being very aggressive.
eBay.
I love you all of you.
I love all the people that love me.
Whoa.
Haters can get out. No, I'm kidding, guys. I love everyone. I have
And the
love
hate
for
is gonna hate.
I bet you
hate,
guys
hate,
didn't know
hate,
we were so
hate.
intense. Okay, so back to business here.
Yup.
Oh, sorry.
There's actually sort of a real lack of news for our resident news person.
There is.
Take it over, Chris.
I think there's one. So there's one major piece of news. A couple weeks ago, because this is, I think we've been a little late here, I guess. The Pokemon Go beta was launched in Japan, and it looks super awesome. I'm very excited. And the company that put it out actually put a sort of embargo on screenshots and video.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Because essentially every image in the game is watermarked with the player's username. So when they find the images,
Oh,
they
yeah.
see the watermarks and they ban the player.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
wow.
smart. I mean, it's smart.
So they're
but-
so they're very, very strict
I
about the
see.
information
Releasing information and
that
whatnot.
is getting
Okay.
out.
Mhm.
which is interesting. But so have still been leaks that are
Right,
out, and
right.
they're out there. But those people are probably banned from playing the game right now, so that's unfortunate. But we benefit from it. So some of the cool stuff that we've learned is there are places called Pokestops,
Mm.
and Pokestops. It seems like you can do a multitude of things at them. Like you can, one big thing was saying you can find Pokemon eggs, and just like in game, but you walk around in real
Wow,
life to
that's
hatch them,
that's exciting.
That
the
gives you
Pokemon
motivation
eggs.
too to
That
just
does.
wear your
Yeah.
the plus, right?
The
Hmm.
plus,
Mm-hmm.
and even if you don't have the plus, you can just carry your phone, and it will track if you have the app
Yeah, but I
open.
mean, who doesn't want the plus?
Yeah.
Exactly. But I apparently you can pick up Pokeballs at Pokestops and things like that, and they said that Pokestops will be at like just random places and landmarks, stuff like that. Um, there are going to be gyms, and there are going to be 3 teams that you can join. So the teams are red team, blue team, and yellow team
Okay.
here in the states, and um,
Yellow team for
and so
life.
essentially your teams fight for dominance over the gyms.
That's cool.
So you can walk
Like
to a
King of the Hill style.
Hmm.
yeah, so you walk to a gym and you leave one of your Pokemon there to fight and fend off
Hmm,
other Pokemon, and then you go back and get it later.
Okay.
that's cool.
So it's not like you want to just drop Pokemon off at gyms that aren't near
Right.
your house,
Right.
Yeah.
unless they change it so your Pokemon just come back to you when they're done or
I
something
see.
like that.
Mm.
But yeah. So to evolve Pokemon, oddly enough, your Pokemon don't have experience,
Hmm.
but instead, for each of the same type of Pokemon that you catch, you get evolution stones, and that's what evolves them.
Oh, do you think it'd be for all
Interesting.
Pokemon or only Pokemon that can evolve with the stones?
It's not just for ones with stones. Like
Okay.
for the
Cool.
Every
example they
single
used, it
one.
was a Squirtle,
Right.
and so if you catch like 4 Squirtle, then because like for each Squirtle that you catch, they give you a shard,
Oh,
and
and
then
once
once
you
you
have
get
enough,
enough shards, you
You
can
can get a
evolve your
war
Squirtle
turtle.
that
into a
makes. I
Wartortle.
like that idea. As long as it's not like catch 50, Squirtles.
Something
That's
For
gonna be
ridiculous.
too
legendaries,
much.
catch 100
Yeah.
Zapdos.
Seriously,
So, and I think with that, it's kind of like catch and release. Like you catch them, and then they give you the thing, and
when
they
you
go
release
away.
them. Okay, I like
I
that.
think that's how it goes
I'm gonna have 50 Dratinis and
for that
50
Dragonite.
Dragonairs and
Yeah.
probably 2
That'd
Dragonites
be
just because
amazing.
can't catch them. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's kind of the main stuff. So, there are achievement medals for walking a certain distance or catching a certain amount of Pokemon, stuff like that.
Okay.
So, lots of little achievements.
It honestly has much more content than I was expecting originally.
And
Definitely.
and this is just the beta too. Like this isn't even
This is just
the
test. This,
finished
yeah,
product.
the
This is
testing.
just to test.
Yeah. I was expecting very straightforward. You walk around, you find Pokemon, catch them,
Hmm.
and battle other people. So,
And it's cool because say you have like a Pokestop near your house, you could make it like you could put it on your daily walking route. Like if you take a
I
walk
see.
every day, you can just I'll hit up the Pokestop, the gym, and then this other Pokestop, and then head home. And catch Pokemon along the way. So
Very
just
cool
good
idea.
for
No, for
getting
sure.
out.
I like the fact, like you were mentioning before, that they're very top secret right now about it,
Hmm.
which is pretty good because it means they're putting in the effort, they're putting in the
yeah.
time. They don't want it to just be released like that, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means they're
Like they
I said,
care about
yeah, they
it.
care about making this great,
Mhm.
and they don't want nobody getting anything too soon.
And also customizable trainers. You can customize your own trainer. And when you
Yes.
look at the map, your trainer appears standing in the spot that you are.
Adrian
That's
must be happy about that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
if they give me my hats.
Oh, there are hats. I've seen some screenshots of
I've
hats.
seen hats.
Let's see. Our next piece of news is Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres will be available with their hidden ability in May.
Everyone's favorite legendary birds.
That's right. And to get it, you'll have to sign up for the Pokemon monthly newsletter. So if you're already getting it, you're good to go. But if not, make sure you do so because they will be sending a serial code out.
Can they just do that through through Pokemon.com?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's how you're going to be able to get those guys. And they have some pretty cool abilities. So
Yep,
especially
definitely.
now that, or I guess you could always use these ones in competitive play, but
You really only need Articuno though. Let's be real.
That's a weird way to say Zapdos. Anyways,
In Spanish, you guys just said Moltres. No, I'm kidding.
oh yeah, some news for our fans that have not yet discovered the greatness of Apple. The TCG Online is now
Oh, he's one
available
of those
for
guys.
Apple
Oh.
fanboys, high
yeah.
five.
TCGO is now available for Android tablets.
Yep,
Yes, I saw Papa was
I
really
did see
excited about
Papa
that.
Blastoise
So
tweet.
yes, I did too, and I'm just joking. Androids are they're great pieces of equipment, but
Except they're far inferior to
except they're
Apple.
far inferior to everything I've ever owned. Just kidding.
Even though the FBI just successfully hacked an iPhone.
Oh, they could have hacked an Android in half the time.
Yeah, but they still hacked an iPhone, and isn't that their big claim to fame? You can't hack
So,
this.
There it is.
anyways, when not up against the FBI, they're a great piece of equipment. So yeah, PTCGO, play it on your Android tablets now.
That's
I, don't,
cool.
I need it on my phone. That's what I need.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
On the go, I'd love that. You're waiting at DMV, get a quick 2 games in or something.
Oh, that'd be
I'm
great.
sure they're
stuff like
working on
that.
it. They just have to refine it because
Right.
even on the computer, it gets really glitchy.
No, it does
So
definitely.
for the phone, I'm sure they have a lot to do for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, even if you could only face people that are also playing on the phone, like if they had to
Yeah,
change it up to
definitely.
that,
Yeah.
like we don't
I
need
wouldn't
cross
mind that.
compatibility or anything. Like just yeah, so that'd be pretty cool. But and unfortunately, that kind of sums up the news.
Yeah.
I was
for
gonna
the
say,
most part.
Pokken came out between our last episode and this episode.
Yeah,
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
and
Let's
Po-
not talk about it.
why?
Professor Chris creamed me
Oh.
at our first match. I stood no chance, guys.
I've I started streaming Pokken on Friday nights, not tonight because we're recording a podcast, but yeah. So Drizzy and I played my first night, I think, streaming,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of fun.
It was very fun.
But-
Honestly, guys, Pokken is super fun.
It's really fun. It's like a mix between Tekken and Street Fighter,
Definitely.
kind of like the best
Definitely.
parts of both. So
I love Chandelure. I watched Chris play a lot of it for the stream and just beforehand for fun. I just love it. It's so cool that they
And I
included
heard,
it.
unless it got nerfed,
I don't
Which-
think so.
unless if you guys don't know what nerf means, they kind of make it less powerful. But I heard like Chandelure is like the top dog right now in the game. Like it's just super good. It's unbeatable almost.
I love it. I'm so
That's
happy
cool.
about that.
I saw a picture. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's in one of the fighting stadiums that you can play in. You have a throw, or just, no, a sock.
Yep.
There's a sock, and he's like standing there with his arms crossed. Have you
Yes.
seen it? He's like, I'm fighting type. Put me in. Why not? And then it says, but Chandelure has no feet. Like he was
Yeah.
complaining that Chandelure is in the game and he's not. And he's a fighting type.
Fighting
love
type,
that.
fighting game.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Side note, it's now the month of Jirachi, even though it's been the month of Jirachi for like
Yeah,
a
since
while.
January. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Ugh, yeah, they put everything out too
So
early.
download your Jirachi. Don't
Yep.
forget.
Hmm.
And get all the stuff if you can, but it'll probably be impossible.
Do what you can.
Unless you're Seismitoad TCG.
Yeah, or our
Aw,
friend
dang.
Jason. He finds everything.
He does.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I want to be Jason. He has the
I want
best
to
luck
be
with everything.
Jason.
Okay.
Don't we all?
Hmm.
So before we move on to our discussion, which I'm really excited about,
Yeah.
last episode, you guys remember we played Can You Name Them All with Ghost type, Ice type, and Fairy type.
Fairies.
So a lot of people liked that game, and we liked it too. So this week I'm bringing it back. We're gonna do Dark type.
Oh, no.
Can you name
No.
all of the pure Dark type Pokemon? And I'm gonna let Adrian do this one because I know Chris knows them.
No. Dang it.
No. I feel for you, too.
I'll trade you.
I'll trade you. How about he does dark and I do dragons? No. Okay.
There are
How
only-
many dark type? How many pure dark types?
There's 10,
Oh, okay.
so it's not as intimidating as you might think.
Can't think of one right now. Are we playing right now? In a bit?
When you're ready, are you ready?
Oh, give me a sec.
Get psyched.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, what's our time limit between answers?
Maybe like
I'm only gonna get one.
20 seconds.
Okay.
I don't know, 15 seconds?
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Yep.
Okay, starting now. Umbreon.
Yep.
Mhm.
Um, Shiftry isn't. Kangoro.
Nope.
It's fighting also. Dark type. Dark type. That's Dark Dragon. Oh my goodness, guys. I
There,
don't know any
there
dark
are
type.
two that are tricky.
Is there Darkrai?
Yep.
Mhm.
Darkrai. Okay, that's two. 8 more. Oh my goodness.
All the ones that are left are,
Evolutions.
yeah, there's only two.
Oh,
Like two evolutions in a line, I mean.
Scrafty is fighting also, huh?
Mhm.
Zoroark?
Mm-hmm.
Zorua?
Mm-hmm.
That puts you at 4, right?
4?
Yes, four.
Dark. Malamar?
Nope.
He's psychic type too.
Of course. Inkay?
Mm-mm.
He's also psychic? Oh, I thought Malamar got that second typing.
Trixie.
Mhm.
Chris,
Yeah, guys.
do you want to give
Yeah,
us a
just
Something a little poochy.
Fuchiana,
Mhm.
Mightyena,
Mhm.
One of them has a mega evolution.
Mega Houndoom?
Mm-mm.
He's fire.
Yeah, I thought he was fire. Tyranitar.
Mm-mm.
Rock.
Yeah, you're right. Pure dark types. He
Your
has a
rival
Mega
has one in X and Y.
Absol?
Yes.
Mega Absol.
Yeah.
How many I got?
You have two left.
Oh my
So you've
god. And
got
it's an
8.
evolution line?
Yep.
Do you know which ones they are?
I actually don't think
These
so.
are the tricky
At
ones.
the
They're the
moment.
tricky ones. Okay. They
People tend to forget about them.
dark type. Dark type.
What gen?
Oh, I'm not sure. I think
You guys,
fourth.
help me out. Type it in the
You think?
comments or
think.
something. Help me out. I don't. Yeah, I give up.
They have 9 lives.
Oh, Purloin
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
and
Gen 5.
Pure Ugly.
Yep. No. Lipard. Purgley's for the other
That's
one.
right. Liepard.
For
Yes.
Glammeow.
Yeah, see those. I would think they'd be
Isn't that
normal.
like? Oh.
Yeah, you would
You
think they'd be
know,
normal.
'cause yeah,
They're weird, pure dark.
tough. Did you remember those or
I not until she said it,
Right.
but I started thinking Gen 4 when she said that, so
mhm.
I wasn't even crossing my mind.
Sorry guys, I suck at this game.
That was much
No,
better
that was
than
very
last week,
good.
though. Last week I feel like was so hard. I do have another one. If Chris wants to go now, or we can save it.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, so you have to name all of the pure poison type Pokemon.
Ooh. How many are total?
I'm counting right now. Hold on just a sec.
27.
43.
15.
Okay.
All right. Can you name them all? Go.
Okay. Ekans, Arbok,
Mm-hmm.
Coughing, Wheezing,
Mhm.
Nidoran,
Mhm.
male, Nidoran, female.
Mhm.
Okay, I think that's that. Gulpin, Swalot,
Yeah.
Grimer, Muck.
That's 10.
That's 10. How many more? 5?
5 more.
I don't think there are any poison solo legendaries. I don't think so.
He's killing this game, you guys.
He
Oh,
is.
Trubbish
he's
and
so fast.
Garbodor.
Yeah.
Um,
Dat Garbodor.
3 more.
are any of them megas?
Nope.
Okay.
2 of them are super easy. You skipped them.
I did?
Yeah, you should have kept going.
Oh, with Gen 1 stuff? Gen 1 poison?
Mhm.
What am I missing? Oh, Nidorino, Nidorina.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
one left. It
One
does
more.
not have an evolution.
Okay. One more poison type.
I
Just
used it
poison.
in my Aqua deck.
Oh, Seviper.
Man, you're so good at this.
He's super good, guys.
How do you do it?
Although, at States, Did he tell you?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
He finally met his match. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You guys go watch the state vlog once again
Yeah,
if you
we
haven't already.
because we just got back from states this weekend,
Yep.
and
We were doing a little trivia.
yeah, with some of our Trainer TV
Yeah.
fans, and they were putting me to shame.
Shout out to you guys.
It's good.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
It's always fun when I can see you sort of squirm.
I
Doing
like
it.
to see you
Deep down
squirm.
inside, he was hurting, but he had a smile on
Yeah.
his face.
I'm like, no,
Exactly.
it's so great.
Did you have one for you, Courtney?
No, I didn't.
Ooh,
Check
okay.
check how many pure dragons there are.
Okay.
We'll probably cut this out, right?
Yeah.
Is my volume okay? My waves are coming up really small.
You usually sound fine, even though your waves are small.
Okay, I'm at the top one.
Hmm?
I'm
Yeah.
at the top one.
Mhm.
It just usually doesn't look that small. Maybe my mic's too far away. There's no telling.
Mic check.
That'd suck if none of my audio was on here.
There you go. Yeah, let's do dragon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I
Dragon.
get these like this.
Ooh.
Man.
All right, Courtney. Your
Okay,
type
Court.
is dragon. There are 11 pure dragon types. Can you do it?
I don't think I can. Oh, not Gyarados. He's flying, huh? Dang.
He's flying water. He's
Water.
not even a dragon.
Oh. Okay.
I know, it's sad.
Hydreigon's dark.
Mhm.
What's the first one? No, the first one's not either, huh? No, I think it is.
Oh, Dano?
Yeah.
Nope, he's also dark type.
Oh man. Okay. Dragons. What are dragons?
What is a dragon?
Dragonite's flying, huh?
Hmm.
Okay.
But Dragonite isn't a standalone Pokemon.
Dragonair.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh really? It's pure dragon?
Hmm.
Oh man, Dratini?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow. I always thought they were water.
No, usually
No.
I'm gonna give you a hint. Usually the third evolution of a dragon, so they have a third evolution.
Mm.
They're a second type, but other than that, they're usually pure dragon.
Dang.
There's your
son.
hint.
Okay. I think there's a mega in my head. I can't picture it though.
No megas.
No megas.
No pure dragon megas.
No, I know it's not pure dragon. I'm trying to go backwards.
Oh yeah, some of the babies.
Right. I'm trying to go backwards from those now.
Which we need a pure mega Pokemon. Are you listening?
Do you
Pure
hear
Mega
me?
Dragon.
Man, this is hard. I can't think of anything.
You were one of these in Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, Axew.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's right. I kept thinking of Tyranitar, but I knew that wasn't right.
He's
'Cause
also not even dragon.
No, I know because I was
Oh.
trying to think of Axew, and they look similar. Okay. Haxorus?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And in between them,
Oh, shoot. Oh, man, I don't even know. Oh, wait. I can see it in my mind's eye.
Mm-hmm.
okay,
What's the first letter?
F.
Okay, I don't know it.
Let's say you fracture.
Oh, that's right. And it has that big pointy thing on
It
its
ha-
head.
Yeah,
On its
weird.
face, I mean.
has like two flat
Tusk
things. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
cool.
How many am I at?
So we can. So it's fracture,
Fracture. and
fracture.
I always said fracture, just like the word.
I see.
Yeah, me
Fracture.
too.
I always said fracture. Fracture. Okay, we're at 5.
Frazier.
Frazier.
Pronounce it with the Z.
So there are 6 more.
Yes.
Yep, 6 more.
Oh, shoot, that sucks. Kingdra?
No, he's
no,
water
he's
type.
water type.
Okay, so that means it's not Dragalge either. Skrelp?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
He's poison. Water.
He's water poison.
Water poison,
I
and then it
did
goes
that.
dragon poison.
Last time on
Mhm.
Twitter. I didn't even learn my lesson. Okay.
My favorite dragon type is dragon flying, but before that, it's pure dragon.
Your favorite dragon type?
Hmm.
I don't know what your favorite
I
dragon
kept
typing
storming
is.
through dungeons on Mystery Dungeon with this Pokemon.
Oh, Salamence?
Hmm.
But Salamence is flying.
Right.
So before that,
Oh man. This is the one that you tried to get a shiny of, right?
hmm I tried to bag him.
Oh, Bagon.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That's 6.
That's so rough. They look so different.
I know.
Okay. You guys, I'm terrible at this.
And then you're missing probably, in my opinion, the ugliest dragon Pokemon. I still have love for him though.
He's a ball.
Yeah,
He's a ball?
in a shell.
Oh. Shelgon?
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
Shoot, that's a dragon?
Hmm.
Wow.
Fear him, for he is dragon,
Yep. Bagon evolves into Shogun.
Okay.
which evolves into Salamence.
Okay, yeah. See, this is like in
So
the deep recesses.
You need 4 more.
Hmm.
I'm guessing this is probably your favorite dragon type, or your favorite dragon.
My favorite dragon? It is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you
you're gonna
told me
punch
this.
yourself.
It's
when you
like I
can't
don't
think
even
of
know
it.
myself
Yeah,
right now.
you're because I remember you telling me
you
this.
you can worship this Pokemon if you're Justin Flynn.
Oh. Goomy.
Gumi.
Sligoo.
Yep.
Goodra.
Yep. You need 1 more.
Last one's a standalone.
I'm gonna
Yep.
kill myself.
Rough skin.
It almost looks like it has a different Pokemon's head because it's a completely different color from the rest of it.
A different Pokemon's head?
Mm-hmm.
It's saying like because the color doesn't match the rest of its body at all.
Is it big?
Not really.
Let's see.
Hmm.
It's 5'3". Yeah, if you want to put that
My
into
height.
it's
I think this is the lamest dragon of them all. I don't like him.
really.
Yeah.
I really like dreading.
What is it, Courtney?
I think it's Stradigan, but I can't be sure.
Good job.
I'm sorry, I messed that up.
No, it's
You
fine.
totally
That's
made me
funny.
fall for.
Oh yeah, I never
See,
noticed that
it
before.
just looks weird. It
Well,
looks
but
like
it sort of goes with his spikes.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I ruined it for
that's so funny.
without thinking. I really didn't even mean it.
All right, I'm gonna go kill myself. See you guys later.
Yeah, I was like, she's gonna get the Gudra line.
Yeah, Goomy
Quick.
right away.
I
Go,
couldn't.
go.
When you're on the spot, man,
Yeah.
everything
You
leaves your
forget
head.
life.
You guys, if you guys have a friend, try this with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
try
You
it.
guys let us know how hard
It
it is.
is
'Cause I'm
hard.
pretty sure, like, when someone else is playing, you're like, you have them all in your
Yeah.
head, and then when it's you on the spot, you're like, oh.
Yeah, like if I was listening to this, I would be telling myself, "Come on, idiot! What are you doing?"
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That was
Well,
fun.
That was fun.
yeah, we'll have to do the bigger ones. Maybe we can split them up into sections,
Yeah.
or we can all do it together.
We have to
Something
find the
like that.
hardest typing and then give that to Aaron when he comes back as a welcome back.
Yeah.
You
Same.
mean Sharon?
Oh,
Yeah,
Sharon, I'm
give it
sorry.
back to Sharon.
Sorry.
Come on.
Only solo bug types.
Yeah.
I might actually be some good at that one. Okay. So, going off of Chris's list of the poison types with coughing and wheezing, we can move into our main discussion,
Yeah.
which we're
Dun, dun,
calling
dun.
Looker's Unsolved Cases.
Ooh. Insert the X-Files theme song here.
I was just thinking that in my head, yeah. We're criminal minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We can't afford the actual song due to
sorry.
copyright, so you have
yeah,
to deal with this.
We haven't been sponsored by them yet.
Dun, dun,
So
dun, dun.
sorry.
This podcast is not brought to you by.
By Criminal Minds.
So, what we're going to do is basically just discuss things that we still have questions about,
Yeah.
or theories that are like widespread amongst the fandom that like most people have heard of probably. But even if not, we're just going to talk about some fun stuff that we don't have answers to. What happened?
Yes, kind of like, why did a Drizzy not place at States? That's still a theory
Oh.
I'm
That's a real life
That's
case
that's real life, guys.
The unsolved
Yeah, exactly.
mysteries.
for
Just
another
kidding.
person.
I was going easy on those guys.
Yeah.
I was being nice. Let them get the top cut. I
Actually,
don't.
you were being
I
nice.
actually was, you guys.
Yeah.
But
But so was I
yeah,
for
you
that
were too.
for that one person.
Yeah, we were being real nice. So that's for a different discussion later on.
Yeah. We'll talk to you guys about it later.
Yep.
So the first sort of theory we're going to talk about is your dad in the games. Where is your dad? Is he dead? Or is he sort
Divorced.
of, yeah, or peeking up on you in the
Yep.
gyms? Who
Yeah.
who is this
Who
guy?
is he? You deadbeat?
So let's narrow it for the sake of discussion. Are we talking red and blue dad?
I see what you're saying.
Because I mean Ruby Sapphire dad, you know where he is.
He's in the gym.
Right. He's off
Abandoning your mother.
working.
He's off working too much, leaving my mom alone.
Exactly.
Thanks, Dad. You're the best role model.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving my mom and going off on an adventure.
Yeah, this discludes that.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that,
Okay.
When you don't know where your dad is.
yeah, you see your mom downstairs, either cooking or sitting at the table or watching TV. I would switch it up in the games, but
Or like, why does your mom always call you and your dad never calls you?
yeah, exactly.
Hmm. That's really good. So what are some of the most common theories? I know Drizzy, you were looking through
Yeah,
some of them.
yeah. Some of the biggest ones. The biggest one that caught my eye originally was Lieutenant Surge in Pokemon Red and Blue. Talked about a war that he was in, and the theory is that your dad actually died in that war.
Hmm.
So might have been a very, very recent war. I'm guessing because you're not that old. You're 10 years old, 9, 10.
Yeah, 10 years old.
So
Hmm.
it might have been maybe 10 years ago. Your mom, he left your mother pregnant, and you were born without a dad.
Mm-hmm.
The next one was the yo champ in the making guy
Is your dad?
is your dad. He's just
Mm.
secretly watching over you, making sure you're doing you making sure you have the best knowledge going into a gym.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
those are the two biggest that I've read up on. What do you guys think?
I think it's hard because I don't think it's something that Pokemon ever intended you to have the answer to. So I
see
can
that.
appreciate people looking into it. I like the theory that your dad died in the war, but my problem with it is, does he get no notoriety? Like nobody cares about his
I
sacrifice?
see.
Like nobody's like, "Hey, I really appreciate what your dad did for humankind," you know?
Yeah, or like when you look around the house, there are no medals or
Nothing.
anything
Yeah.
like
A
that.
Purple Heart or
Unless
nothing like
like
that.
maybe he was dishonorably discharged and then he died. I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. And you would think that your mom would. That's also something I want to know. Why does your mom not have any Pokemon?
Hmm.
Like,
She doesn't.
mm-mm.
Not okay. I'm thinking. Yeah, because
Doesn't your mom ever have a Mr. Mime, or is that somebody else?
That's Ash's mom.
Ash's
Oh,
mom in the
yeah.
game.
Mime.
Dang,
Yeah,
the anime's getting up in my brain.
yeah. I think that the most likely theory is probably okay. So when you start the game, you just moved to Pallet. Is that right?
Yes.
What if the game takes place freshly after a divorce?
Hmm.
Your mom got custody rights, and you moved with your mom to Pallet Town. That's why your mom doesn't talk about your dad. That's why you moved.
Right.
Interesting,
And
yeah.
if you want to go even further, you could go with the theory that the entire Pokemon adventure is just the 10-year-old boy's way of coping with his parents' divorce.
Yeah, but we're not gonna do that.
Insert that Illuminati song people always put.
Yeah, exactly. The Twilight Zone.
Yeah, that would be more
I like that.
plausible.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that would make it a way to where it makes sense, and you just move on from that. I guess. Oh, it's a divorce.
And that's why like nobody brings it up
As a
because
po-
it's
exactly.
Yeah,
sensitive.
exactly.
Because it was probably a nasty divorce if it's that bad, where you have
Definitely.
to move and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah. But it makes you wonder if you have met your dad somewhere else,
Oh, interesting.
like in
Well,
another region.
where did you move from?
True.
hmm
Was it from another town in Kanto, or was it from a completely separate region?
Right.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm getting a little too crazy now.
What if we extend this theory to Generation 3? Hear me out on this.
Okay.
Norman
Mm-hmm.
is Red's dad, but Norman was at the gym all the time. He his
Oh.
his wife leaves him.
His first wife.
His first wife leaves him,
Who is your
moves to
mother?
Pallet Town, and then Norman meets another woman online.
Online.
Right. They have just been commuting back and forth, meeting each other. They get married, and then the move-in day. So Norman is actually your stepdad
Dang.
in Gen 3.
Interesting.
I like that.
That's really interesting, yeah.
So Norman's not really that good of a guy then.
Yeah. What
Headcanon
if?
accepted.
I mean, and it even shows in Gen 3 that he's always working.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Like
true.
always.
Yeah.
Might have been what caused his first divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
hence.
and that theory would, I think, do very well with the people that play Pokemon, just because so many kids now have divorced parents.
Hmm.
Definitely.
That would be maybe even a, not a good way, but like a way for them to connect with kids.
Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
like you said, it's not a good way, but divorce is real,
Yeah.
And it would be cool if you could visit both your parents in different
Yeah,
towns.
definitely.
Mm.
Wouldn't it?
That would be very
2
neat.
Christmases, 2 birthday
Two
parties.
There you go.
Christmases.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Oh,
So
for-
Norman is Red's dad. We solved one.
Yes, there we go.
For the rest of this, guys, just goes without saying. I'll say it now, and then I won't repeat it so that it doesn't get annoying. But if you guys have other theories, comments, all that good stuff, let us know. You can shoot us an email, which I'll reference at the end. You can comment if you're watching this on YouTube, and just let us know. Even if there's theories we don't talk about on the show that
Yeah.
you want to let us know
Yeah.
about. This is like a huge topic, so we're not going to cover a large part of it. So discuss. We love to see your discussions.
Definitely.
So the next one I think we were going to talk about is coughing and wheezing. This is actually one I'd never heard until today.
So, what Courtney was saying, coughing and wheezing, the theory is that they are, I guess, products of Team Rocket.
Hmm.
Just because, well, the theory I was reading up on said that they were trying to make pure gaseous Pokemon, so gas Pokemon, and then unfortunately they got coughing and wheezing. And another fact backing up this theory was that the symbol on wheezing is a man-made symbol for poison.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think that's a pretty neat one because I mean, obviously Pokemon don't stamp themselves or don't
Right.
brand themselves as poison, or you don't see a Charmander with like a fire emblem on his chest.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Well, and they look like materials that humans would easily have access to. Like, coughing basically just looks like an asteroid or something
hmm
that they, like, fuse with poison.
Yeah.
So it's like something they could feasibly do with what they have
exactly,
access to.
exactly.
And also remember that Mount Moon is in Kanto too, so they could have gotten some kind of
Yeah, some moon rocks.
some moon rocks or
Exactly.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the levitation and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. If that was true, though, that would be crazy for the implications of what Team Rocket could do.
Right.
And it means that Porygon isn't the only man-made Pokemon at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Back then, because
Mhm.
now you got Genesect and other.
Right, in cast form
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
those.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like that.
But-
I don't. I'll agree with it.
Yeah, it's not one that you think about because you see
Yeah,
coughing and you're like,
mhm.
oh, poison. Perfect.
And
'cause
they
it's
all have
poison type.
coughing and wheezing.
Yeah, and it also makes that makes sense because they could be like a
Then they could
standard
just
issue
manufacture their
Pokemon. They could
Yep.
just make,
Yep.
and also you think about how coughing and wheezing are so known for explosions
Mm-hmm.
because you don't think a poison Pokemon exploding, like you don't just think of an Arbok
Right.
blowing
Right.
up.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
It's
I just did, though, and it was awesome.
Now that you said it.
it makes perfect sense, but it also goes to show that it could be like just due to poor science, it could be very unstable.
Yeah, totally.
And like maybe coughing was meant to replicate by itself, but its evolution, wheezing, it always gets stuck partway through, so it can never
Ah,
fully evolve how it was intended to
okay.
replicate.
Interesting. Yeah. I really like this one.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool.
Hmm.
So many possibilities.
It makes Team Rocket seem more sinister,
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely. A
Like, I'd
lot
give them way more
crazier.
credit if that was true.
Yeah. If if you guys ever read the manga,
I read the. I wish Sharon was here to say I read the manga.
Yeah, that one's
yeah.
for you, Sharon.
um, but yeah, Team Rocket seems really like it's much more dark.
Hardcore.
Yeah, they're much more hardcore in in the manga than they've ever made them in the games.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I would be willing to accept this one.
Yeah, I'll accept it.
Hmm.
You know, it brings a whole little like spooky factor to it. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a little more
And
crazy.
coughing and wheezing don't have genders, if I'm remembering correctly. Is
Mm-mm.
that right?
I don't think so.
I think you're right.
So maybe they really were just meant to replicate, and then wheezing are just failed replications of coughing.
Poor wheezing.
That's why the second head looks so sad.
Looks yeah,
Makes you wonder what it was supposed to look like.
exactly.
Fully evolved. All right. Well, the next one we have is also Pokemon based. By that I mean like an actual
Based
Pokemon.
off of a Pokemon,
Yes.
not the franchise.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we were going to talk about Cubone. It's not a specific theory, but we're just going to talk about its backstory as a whole. So, in your Pokedex, it says that Cubones wear the skulls of their dead mothers.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But Chris was saying that the Pokedex is sort of like Wikipedia, and any trainer can go in and edit this information.
Right, because think about it. When you catch a Pokemon, you have no knowledge of it at all.
Right.
So, and if you're out there discovering new Pokemon that the professors haven't discovered, where does the write-in come from? It comes from the trainer.
Right.
The
Right.
trainer
Right.
has
Yeah,
to type
definitely.
in the Pokemon's height, what it looks like,
Characteristics.
right characteristics, etc.
Mhm.
Because, for instance, if what is written about Magcargo were true,
Oh yeah.
because it
Okay.
says that it's like 3 million degrees or something
Mhm.
ridiculous like that. Essentially, someone did the math and they were like, if you came within like 2 miles of a Magcargo, you would instantly combust.
You'll probably see in the anime someone hugging
It'd
him
be
in
like
cargo or
Yeah.
riding it.
Touching the sun.
Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely. Definitely.
So, so we know that not everything in the Pokedex is true.
I see.
Well, when you think about the fact that you're a 10-year-old
That's
kid
what I'm saying.
and
I
you
was gonna
discover
say
Right.
that.
Pokemon.
It is so cool. It's 3 million Fahrenheit.
Right.
Like
What?
that makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense now that you say that. You know, because I looked at that and I was like, what? I remember reading that actual entry,
Hmm.
but now it makes sense. It was a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ash.
Yeah. That was probably Ash that put it in
Yeah,
specifically.
seriously.
It's like 1,000,000 degrees.
It's 1,000 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, the Pokedex may be able to scan for its height and weight and stuff
Right.
like that, but as far as the actual data that gets
Yep.
written in,
Well, and that's why it's important in relation to Cubone.
right? Because I mean, if you take it from Red and Blue, that Cubone, because we know that there's the dead Marowak in there that Team Rocket killed. Now, that particular Cubone may have worn the skull of its dead mother. That may have been true.
Right.
Yes,
But we know that that cannot be true for each Cubone.
That's
because then there would be no Marowak.
when I read that, I was like, so you mean to tell me every single Cubone
All their mothers
are
die.
orphans, basically?
Yeah, so there's like this huge hill of Marowak carcasses somewhere.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was wondering. I was like, how does that even make sense? And also, um, So what does a Cubone look like with its mother?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Without the skull.
Yeah, like a Cubone that was just born. You know, it's crazy because if you hatch,
The Cubone, they have the skull.
they have
already
a skull.
have
So I'm
it.
like, what? You were born without a mother. You know, like it's
Yeah, it doesn't work.
it's a little gray with Pokemon. They could have done a little something better with that. I
Yeah.
still think Kangaskhan is the mother of Cubone.
Interesting.
I've heard that theory
Just
before.
because if you look at the body shape of a Cubone and a baby Kangaskhan, whatever the little Joey, or
Yeah.
they have the same body except Cubone has that skull.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So maybe it's just misdirected affection
Hmm.
on the Cubone's part.
And it's unregistered or unofficial, like it's a special condition that if um, a Cubone has the skull, it'll turn into Marowak as opposed to growing up to be a Kangaskhan.
Oh,
Interesting.
You know what I
wow.
mean?
Yeah. I like that better.
That way, that's the only way I can see where it makes sense. If a
Yeah.
Kangaskhan dies, the little one turns into Cubone by wearing the skull. The
Mhm.
skull, the skull then makes it turn into a Marowak.
And also, think about the way that fish grow. Certain fish only grow as big as their environment, and when you move them to a
I
bigger
see what you're
environment, they
saying.
can grow
Mm-hmm.
larger. But
Mm-hmm.
if you keep them in a small tank, they'll stay small. And it could be something. So, like, let's say that that's true.
Right.
So, Kangaskhan bears Cubone. Um, Kangaskhan dies. Cubone puts on helmet, skull thing.
Skull. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever. You guys know what we're talking about.
and then because its head can only grow so
It
big, its
stays
its
around that.
body only grows so big,
That makes a
and
lot
it
of
becomes a
sense because
Marowak.
Marowak is only a little bit bigger than a Cubone.
Right.
And it's because it just filled in the skull. So it's like, all right, Marowak it is.
Mhm.
Boom.
Very interesting.
Next mystery solved.
Man, Luca, you're so lucky we're here.
Yeah. The only thing that bothers me is when
Hmm.
you breed it and you hatch a Cubone, it
Yeah, that's what
instantly
I'm saying.
has a
It
skull.
has a skull, so they need to fix that,
Un-
or
Yeah.
change the Pokedex entry. It was believed that it was the skull of its mother or something.
right. Unless that is how the first Cubone was made. Let's say that's even how the first Cubone was made.
Okay,
And it would have had to been a female, so it could
right,
breed other
right.
Cubone. But the way that it works is it naturally makes offspring with an exoskeleton as the skull.
Hmm.
I can see. I know. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because
Okay,
like maybe the DNA of its mother fused with its own DNA, and it made that mutation of having an exoskeleton
right.
for the skull.
Wow.
So that could be how the breed or how the species
And
came to
and
be.
after giving birth, the mother automatically dies.
They
Oh,
would have
yeah.
to change that in the
Something
games for
like
that
that.
to be canon, but that would be crazy. Like if,
That would be very
well,
crazy.
it's like when spiders have
Yep.
babies,
Hmm.
Right.
how the female always kills the
Hmm.
male.
Mhm.
If it were like that, but like they have like one or two eggs and then they always die.
Yep.
Still
It's
just
all sad.
just as tragic,
It
Yeah.
is
really,
Hmm.
as
tragic,
the original
yeah.
story. So they're not losing anything there.
And those people breeding Cubone competitively,
Yeah.
just
Exactly.
killing all
You
these
guys are
Marowak.
cruel. You know what's cool? That
Murderers.
Cubone card that came out in Ancient Origins, was it, or was it Breakthrough?
That was
Do
Breakthrough.
you know which one we're talking about, Court?
Yeah,
Yes, I think
Where
I do.
he's sitting at a playground, just like
Oh,
in
yes.
holding
sorrow
his
and like
bone.
holding
It's
his bone, and like
terrible.
there's kids with their parents and stuff.
That's terrible.
So sad.
Super sad.
Man, this kids game in quotes addresses a lot
Yep.
Quote.
of adult issues.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's talk about the Pokemon Center theory, which is, I think, let me know if I'm summarizing this correctly. So, the reason that you don't have to pay for any services at the Pokemon centers is because you're 10 years old
Yep.
and you have no insurance to speak of.
You just have an allowance. Let's
Yeah.
call it.
So, the theory is that when you go into Pokemon Center and you get some sort of service done, that bill is sent to your mom because she does have insurance and she has to pay for it instead.
I like that theory because if you think about it, Pokemon centers are 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
And where do those bills? The
24/7.
light bills, the medical bills, the employee, the one employee. There's Joy.
Singular.
No, like exactly. Who pays all this? The
Mm-hmm.
parents.
Yeah.
Man.
And there's medication and
Yeah. Exactly.
supplies. And in the Sun and Moon ones, like we sort of speculated, if they're ambulances, that's a whole bunch of other
Oh
resources.
yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Unless Pokemon really is like, no, we just do it for free because we love
Yeah, unless they have
everybody.
some kind of like magic form of free
Yeah.
health care.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But even then, how do the nurses get paid? You know, like what
Right.
do they get paid in? Like
Yeah.
free Pokemon? Like here, take this Chansey home with you.
They get paid in the knowledge of knowing they have
They
helped
helped
so many people on their
for
journey,
some of
and it
I
warms their
honestly think that
hearts.
would be sufficient for a nurse joy.
exactly. You know
Probably.
who's helped me? The Nurse Joy at Elite Four at right at the end of Victory
Yep.
Road when I'm
Yes.
facing
Indigo
the first.
Plateau.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I seen her too many times.
She's coming in clutch.
Yeah,
I'm so grateful you're here.
I can do without the other ones, but her at Indigo Plateau.
We should
They.
make
Yeah,
thank you videos
they.
like Jimmy Fallon does, and we could thank Nurse Joy at Indigo Plateau.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
But
know,
yeah, I think that's a good one
I agree.
because
Hmm.
either your mom's paying
Yeah.
all your bills or your mom has to pay a buttload of taxes for universal Pokemon healthcare.
I see.
Hmm.
Either yeah,
So either this is the United States or it's Canada.
Yeah.
Pick one.
pick.
Pick one or the other.
Yeah, exactly.
This is getting so real.
Bled dry from bills or taxes. One of the two.
Yeah,
Pick one.
exactly. But then that, man, that really makes you realize how much your mom loves you in those
Yeah,
games.
exactly.
Yeah.
Especially because she pushes you so much
And
to.
you know,
Well, why do you think she pushes you to be so good? She doesn't want you having to go to the Pokemon Center all the time.
exactly.
Yeah.
And she gets every chance she can get. She makes you rest at home.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Oh,
No
man.
wonder.
Exactly. You know, you look tired. I just got up though from my last one.
But
you just
Mom-
told me to nap. Nope,
Yeah.
go to sleep.
This is
Go to
such a
sleep.
good
Not
one.
spending any money at a Pokemon
exactly.
Center.
Your Pokemon look tired.
I really love that one.
But yeah, like think about it. You know, she's so
Man,
you gotta go to the you gotta take a nap. Take a nap. You know,
you don't
rest.
have a choice in it.
No,
She like
you rest up here.
she slips like Rohypnol in your water at home and makes you drink it.
And
You look
trust her
tired.
because she's your
Right,
mom.
right.
She's on an episode of Snapped.
Yeah. She's still a little messed up from the divorce with
Oh
Norman.
yeah,
Oh
definitely.
man. Okay, we can skip the last one if you want. If you have to go, that's totally fine.
Oh no,
'Cause
we
it's
can. Which
9.
one is it?
Just evolving, how people discovered how Pokemon evolve.
Oh yeah.
You guys think we can?
I think we'll be able to do it pretty
Yeah, we
quickly.
can crack it
Okay. Okay, so just for the record, I'm totally endorsing that. It's awesome.
Yes,
For
I
the,
like that theory. All
yeah.
this-
For the last one we were going to talk about, I personally I always wonder in the games, like, how did people figure out that this is how this Pokemon evolves? Like, how did people figure out you have to evolve a Sliggoo in the rain to get a Goodra? It's so circumstantial, so I was just wondering how we think trainers figure this stuff out.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, this is actually Courtney's question. We didn't even find this online.
Yeah,
She
this
just-
is my legit question.
This is legit. We want a theory.
Yeah. Like, I wonder,
Because it's kind of like, how did we go? Like in real life, how did we go about milking a cow and drinking from it?
yeah, exactly,
I mean?
yeah.
Or
Like, who
eating
was
eggs.
Who was the
Yeah.
guy that cracked
Huh.
open a chicken, like a chicken egg, and was like, "This sounds good. I'm gonna fry it" or something?
Yeah,
Or
this just
cracked
came out
open
of
a
chicken's
chicken.
butt. I
Yeah,
should eat it.
exactly. So yeah, like, what do you guys think about the evolution? That's crazy.
I think a big part of it has to be on the professors' parts because they're doing so much research, like
That's a good
an insane
point.
amount of research. They must just send people out, like, just go find stuff, write it down,
Yeah,
try
do whatever
crazy
you can
stuff.
to yeah,
Yeah, like if you had a Sliggoo and they could not, like if they knew it evolved because they had seen a Goodra previously, but they didn't know how, then they must just take this Sliggoo and just try a buttload of stuff with it.
Yep.
Like make it really happy during the daytime or during the nighttime.
feed
know,
it this, or
Yeah.
something.
it must be a real scientific theory
Process.
process.
Yeah, because like you learn how each Pokemon evolves, and so you have like 15, 20 different ways you can try for each Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
But after it doesn't work, and then you have to start thinking up new ways. And I think
Exactly.
that's how Inkay came to evolve. The person got so frustrated, he just started shaking it around. He flipped it upside down, and it turned into a Malamar.
Yeah.
It's probably
I
what
wonder if he
happened.
thought it was a fluke the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they probably thought it was by anger, but
So
it
he
was
took
actually
the rest of his 5 Pokemon in his party and started
he
shaking
just
them,
started
and they're
shaking
like,
them.
"Stop!"
He's like, "Come on, what do I do with you?"
Then they had to go to Pokemon Center, and their mom had to pay more bills
Yeah.
because of
Yeah,
shaking Pokemon
And
exactly.
Center.
while she's signing that check over to the Pokemon Center, she's crying because of her divorce.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man,
Full
Pokemon
circle.
world's so sad.
No, yeah, and it's kind of backing this theory up. The Pokemon in the Gen 1 that didn't have an evolution, after
Mm,
years and years of like
Yeah,
studying,
they
you get Gen 4, they
finally.
get an evolution, and then it's like,
yeah, and it's like as science, quote
yep,
unquote, advances,
advances.
so do evolutions, like mega evolutions now, primal forms, all this stuff, because of all the new um, research that the professors are able to do.
And that's what Sycamore is all about. Is he? Because he just discovered Mega Evolution,
See,
Well, and Steven too.
and
He's helping with that too.
yeah, Steven within the anime.
here's a question then for you guys. Do you guys think in this next generation we'll have different ways to evolve again?
Maybe. I mean, coming off the heels of X and Y, it might be a little much. I could see maybe
Just a
one new
different one.
line.
Yeah, I think they will because I feel like want they want something different than just level up and
Level
evolve.
up, or
But then again, I was gonna say it looks like they're really going for it. Like this is just a new game, new Pokemon, new
I
everything.
sure
So
hope so.
there might be a bunch of new ways. I don't know.
Yeah, I would love it if your starter had to evolve by happiness. I think that would be
Yeah,
because
that'd
they're
be
always trying to
challenging.
drive home, keep your Pokemon happy, be their friend,
Kind of
that
like
kind of
kind
stuff.
of like Pikachu and Pokemon Yellow. It wasn't really solely based on that, but you always wanted to make sure turn around and talk to your Pikachu, and
And it would like
it'd
jump
tell
up and
you how
down.
it was doing, and
Yeah.
I made it my mission to make sure it was loving me.
hmm
Right. Yeah.
So that could be cool.
It's just cool to think about, especially when you think about
Yeah.
the evolution stones. Like, sorry, the
No, no,
stones
you're
that
good.
you give them to evolve.
Hmm.
hmm
Like, what happens when you give them the wrong one? Or like when they found out that Eevee could evolve with stones.
Like, how do you even how did you even come across that?
Yeah,
Try
hmm
different ones or
like when you gave
something.
them a water stone and you're like, dang it, I didn't want that one.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
I'll tell you what I do. Like, if I was in that position, I'd try both two stones at one time.
Oh, yeah.
There
Get
you
dual
go.
typing, trying to get something like that, and then I just end up with
That's a
like a
good idea.
mutated Jolteon Vaporeon.
It's
It's
actually
just like,
Yeah, exactly. It's like crooked and
to jump to the manga again. Team Rocket experimented with evolving an Eevee in the manga,
really.
and as a result, they tried to press all three stones on it at once, all three
Oh, no
known
way.
evolutions, and because of that, Red's Eevee can go from Eevee to Jolteon, Vaporeon, or Flareon, and back to Eevee as needed.
whoa. See, that's cool
I'm trying that in my
information.
game
That'd be
tonight.
so cool.
Take it all, take
Using
it
all
all.
stones at once.
Exactly.
But
Moonstone and
yeah, and so and say they even decided to throw stuff like that in there.
yeah, no,
Like if you could
That'd
definitely.
just
be
like revert
sick.
and go back and
I did hear like someone was mentioning me at League on Sunday that they're gonna that she heard, this is Brenna,
Mhm.
she heard that there's gonna be fusions, which I
Whoa.
sure hope they don't do straight fusion, but maybe something along like combining elemental stones or
Mm-hmm.
something. I
we
don't want
have
straight
we
like
have that with Kyurem right now.
I see the black, yeah,
Yeah,
black Kyurem and white
and
Kyurem. And what do
Yeah,
you guys
it's
think about that?
okay.
It's okay. See, Kyurem to me, it just looks too transformery for me. Like
It does look very like
like the
I
black
have bad
Kyurem and
geared.
news
white
about
Kyurem. Like,
Zygarde for you.
oh no, and I've said that. Like I've said,
Yeah,
Zygarde to me was perfect. Like I loved its look.
the snake.
Then
You're
I
gonna have
saw
a
like
bad
the
time.
1%, the 10%, the 50%, and the like that Transformer Optimus Prime looking thing.
Yeah, the
Like
Gundam.
yeah, whatever it is, I don't like it. I like Pokemon that not so sharp and edgy. I do like edgy Pokemon, but you know what I
Right,
mean?
I know
Like
what you mean.
And
not
it
so
just gets
anime-ish.
wacky to keep track of. Like I couldn't tell you what the percents are because I don't care.
No, for sure.
Upside guard. So
Yeah.
yeah, there just are a lot of cool things to talk about in that area. So if
Yeah,
you
with the
guys
evolution.
have any just thoughts, because it's just cool to think about. So
hmm
and speaking of that, I can plug our contact info now.
Do it.
So if you guys want to get in touch with us, you can tweet us at SupportersCast. That's our handle on Twitter. I almost said hander.
Hander.
That's our handle. You can send us an email at thesupporterspodcast@aol.com. And we always check it so we know when you guys are hitting us up. Personally, you can tweet me. My handle is at Kitschy Courtney, KITSCHYCORTNEY. I recently been trying to put up just sort of a lot of more fun content for you guys, like mini videos, mini pack openings, that sort of stuff. So, and I like to keep you up to date on the channel as well on there. So,
Yep.
you can follow me there. Please do.
Okay, guys, I am a Drizzy, the one and only. You guys can follow me on Instagram at adrizzycollects. Now, Adrizzy spelled with two Z's, so it's ADRIZZY, and the word collects, all one word. Follow me on Twitter at Elite4, the number, that's the number 4, not spelled out, so it's Elite, the number 4, Adrizzy.
Very nice. And I'm Professor Chris. You can find me on, usually Twitter's the easiest,
Rothian.
at different.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's different. It's different. I
What,
changed it.
you mean I've been writing to some random
Some
Rothian?
random jerk.
Just kidding.
You can find me on Twitter at Professor Chris O. You can also find me on Twitch now, usually Friday nights, streaming Pokken, Friday Night Fights, and that's also twitch.tv/Professor Chris O. I'm tweeting all the time, like nonstop, pretty much. So follow there for lots of awesome content, and also when I go live on Twitch.
Yay!
Sweet.
So we hope to hear from you guys between this episode and next episode. But
Yep.
unfortunately, Chris.
You can only play one supporter per turn. So, lay down that card. No abilities.
Oh,
Sorry.
Hexmaniac.
Sorry, everybody.
Hexmaniac, not the Hexmaniac.
Nobody plays Shaman.
No shamans, guys.
That's right. If you do, there's stuck on your
It's a
bench.
sore spot for Christopher. That's why he's saying it now.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. So, until next turn,
We're the supporters.
I'll never become